We often feel like our lives, our careers, our successes and failures are predetermined by something outside of us, by fate. We might feel lucky when things go well, and unlucky when they don't, as if some invisible hand is guiding our path or standing in our way. But Buddhism offers a different perspective, one centered not on rigid destiny, but on the dynamic principle of cause and effect. It suggests that our experiences, our fate, are not set in stone, but are constantly being shaped by our own actions. At the heart of this understanding is the concept of karma. The word karma simply means action. Buddhism teaches that every action we take, every word we speak, every thought we have, these are all causes. And these causes inevitably lead to results. Think of it like planting seeds. If a farmer plants a mango seed, they expect to harvest mangoes. If they plant a chili seed, they will harvest chilies. The fruit matches the seed. Similarly, our actions are seeds. Actions rooted in kindness, generosity, patience, and diligence are like planting healthy seeds. Actions rooted in anger, greed, impatience, or negligence are like planting seeds that yield difficult or painful results. In the workplace, this principle is constantly at play. If you consistently plant seeds of helpfulness towards colleagues, diligence in your tasks, honesty in your communication, and a positive, proactive attitude, you are creating causes. The results might be increased trust from your team, recognition from management, a more positive work environment, and a sense of personal satisfaction. These are the fruits of your positive actions. Conversely, if the seeds you plant are gossip, cutting corners on your work, a negative outlook, or being unsupportive of others, the resulting fruit will likely be different. A strained atmosphere, lack of trust, missed opportunities, or difficult relationships. This principle of cause and effect, or karma, isn't limited to just immediate results. It extends across time. Buddhism speaks of cause and effect operating through past, present, and future. Your current situation, your skills, your relationships at work, the challenges you face, the opportunities you have, are, to a significant extent, the results of the seeds you planted earlier in your career journey, or even further back. The habits you formed, the knowledge you gained or didn't gain, the way you treated others in the past. These are all causes whose effects are unfolding in your present. But here lies the empowering part. This doesn't mean your future is rigidly determined by your past. The present moment is where you have agency. The actions you take right now are the seeds you are planting for your future experiences. This is the basis for the Buddhist teaching that fate is not fixed. It can be changed through practice. Practice here refers to the conscious effort to cultivate positive actions and reduce negative ones. If you are experiencing difficult results today, perhaps a lack of career progression or conflict with colleagues, instead of seeing it as unchangeable bad luck, you can understand it as the fruit of past causes. More importantly, you can then focus on planting new causes, different seeds in the present. This might mean actively working to improve your skills, changing a negative attitude to a positive one, practicing more patient communication, offering help to others, or taking initiative on challenging tasks. This conscious effort to change your actions and intentions is the path to changing your future results, to redirecting your fate. It's like steering a ship. The momentum of the past dictates where you are now, but you can adjust the rudder in the present moment to change your destination. Furthermore, Buddhism teaches that our experiences are the result of the coming together of multiple causes and conditions. Your situation is rarely, if ever, the result of just one cause. It's a complex interplay. In the workplace, your fate is not solely determined by your actions, but also by the actions of your colleagues, the decisions of your managers, the health of the company, the state of the industry, the economy, and countless other factors, many of which are outside your direct control. These are the conditions that interact with your seeds. For example, your diligent work, meaning your seed, might lead to a promotion, that is the fruit. But only if favorable conditions exist, such as a position being open and the company doing well. If conditions are unfavorable, like a hiring freeze or unexpected company restructuring, your diligent work might not immediately result in a promotion, but it will still produce other positive fruits, perhaps gaining valuable experience, building a strong reputation, or developing resilience that benefits you later when conditions change. Understanding this conditioned arising helps us see the complexity of life and encourages us to focus on what we can influence. our own causes, our own actions and attitude, while wisely navigating the conditions around us. Ultimately, the Buddhist path aims towards awakening, a state of deep understanding and liberation. From this perspective, one sees the nature of reality, including cause and effect, so clearly that they are no longer tossed about by the waves of pleasure and pain resulting from karma. They achieve an inner freedom and peace that transcends the ups and downs of worldly fate. While this highest state is a profound spiritual goal, even a glimpse of this understanding in our daily lives, including the workplace, can bring greater wisdom, acceptance, and resilience. So the Buddhist view on fate is far from a passive acceptance of a fixed plan. It is an active, dynamic, and deeply ethical perspective. It teaches that we are not mere victims of circumstance, but active participants in shaping our reality through our choices and actions. It encourages us to be mindful of the seeds we plant, recognizing that our present actions are the very fabric from which our future fate is woven. By focusing on cultivating positive causes, we empower ourselves to navigate the complexities of life and work, moving towards growth, well-being, and ultimately, a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.